Phelps. Two of the top Americans who will garner much of the attention next month in Shanghai, a year from now in London. And Phelps won this particular event on the Grand Prix circuit in Indy earlier this season. And Phelps coming off a 3-week training camp at altitude in Colorado Springs. So you wonder how he's feeling. Is he in good shape? Maybe fatigued from that, but he's certainly been putting some work in lately.
Well, I know the altitude training is not his most favorite thing to do. He doesn't really like to go to Colorado Springs, but I think it's great for him. And he realizes that it's a necessary evil for him. He goes there at least a couple times a year, and I think it's great for him because it's an escape for him, to the distractions that he has, Steve, and he needs something like that. And it's kind of unfamiliar territory. You see him here toward the outside. It's not that often you see Ryan Lochte and Michael Phelps in the outside two lanes.
Now Ryan Lochte in lane number 1, packing quickly for this meet, leaving from Florida, packed 2 left shoes. I guess he's glad it's not the triathlon. He can stay in the water, but
he tweeted, "Watch me walking in circles."
So he discards his shoes, but right next to him in lane number 2 is Michael Phelps, who really wants to see how much improved he is from the last 2 Grand Prix sessions. That's what he says he really wants to get out of this Santa Clara event. So Lochte and Phelps in lanes 1 and 2, then in lane number 3, Nicolas Oliveira, the Brazilian, who was 12th in this event at the Pan Pacs last year. Dave Walters gets the benefit of swimming in lane number 4, Yorktown, Virginia native for Longhorn Aquatics. Next to him, Graham Moore, lane number 5, the South African from Johannesburg. He was 5th at the Pan Pacific Championships 1 year ago in Irvine, California. Park Tae-won is in lane 6, the Korean, who has 2 Olympic medals on his portfolio. Henrik Monk, lane 7, the Aussie, was 7th 2 years ago here in Santa Clara in this event. Ricky Behrens won the 100 free in Charlotte just about a month ago. He'll be swimming in lane number 8. And lane 9, the Frenchman from Nice, Clement Lefebvre. Swimming for the Trojan Swim Club, though, out of Southern California.
Keep an eye on Walters in lane 4. American record holder. He's really improving this year. Did not really have a great year last year in 2010. Right above Moore is Walters. Or the top qualifier. Easy to point the top qualifier up. He's in the middle of that white lane line. That's always going to be the top qualifier, and Moore kind of proving his mettle here, going out first. Phelps and Lochte, by the way, at the top of your screen.
Graham Moore at the turnaround, the leader in lane number 5. Phelps 5th, Lochte behind him, 6th place. With half a pool length to go, 25 meters to the wall.
I like Park Tae-won. I really like the way Park Tae-won's looking. Look at this kid.
Park Tae-won in lane number 6, pulling ahead here. And at the wall, the Korean will take the win ahead of Phelps, who takes 2nd. And it's Graham Moore in lane 5, rounding out the top 3.
Nice swim for Park Tae-won. 48.9, the only guy to break 49. Still not in the top 10 in the world this year. Good swim for Michael. 49.6, he gets 2nd. Way faster than he went in the prelims. He went a full 2nd faster than he went in prelims. So that's good. That's not a bad swim for Michael. Remember, we're going to see him later on in one of his best events, the 100 fly, one of them that he won the gold medal in. I think he had a real disadvantage there, Steve, by being in lane 2 and having Park Tae-won over there in lane number 6. He couldn't see him coming home. The sun is a bit blinding here because you've got a shady spot over from lane 6 to 9, and then from 5 on, and you're in the sun, so it's real hard to see. You can see Michael right there kind of squinting to his right. He's looking right into the sun, so I'm sure he couldn't see Park Tae-won. Would it have made a difference? Probably not. A 0.7 of a second is a lot to make up in 100 free, but still a good solid swim. Not spectacular, but a good solid swim from Michael Phelps.
Well, this is the only outdoor pool on the Grand Prix circuit, so it's the only location where you get that shade-sun combination that could play a role. Park Tae-won, Michael Phelps, Graham Moore in the A final of the 100 free. So Michael Phelps finishes 2nd as he looks to continue to refine his form ahead of the World Championships next month. And Michael joins us from the pool deck.
Hey, Michael, thanks for joining us. This is Rowdy. I know you've got to warm down, but it seemed like you really kind of had that nice pace-like effort that first 50, but you had great closing speed at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't think I was out too fast, and I think that's something that I needed to be. So I felt good coming back. I just felt like I couldn't really get into it the first 50.
Could you see Park Tae-won over there, or did it matter?
I saw splashes. I was trying to keep my head down as much as I could and not breathe, but I really couldn't see anybody over there. When you're breathing into the shade, it's tough to see who's over there.
I know we're early, but does this help your confidence going into Shanghai?
It's a little slower than when I went in Ann Arbor, but I don't know. I was able to race hard, and I think that's really all that matters right now.
Right. Well, good job. Get ready for that 100 fly.
Thanks, Roddy.
So Michael Phelps still working things out. We'll see him later on this evening. And as we continue from the George Haynes International Pool here in Santa Clara, California, coming up next, it's the women's 200-meter breaststroke.